of times, especially when you're near the top, it won't go the direction you want it to. So you need to be really careful.
Yeah, eye rotation is an anchor point on Tetraminos where they rotate about, so you don't always have the ability to rotate it precisely how you want it to.
Yeah, like all the anchor points for Tetris blocks are on a Tetramino. There's none of them are in between. So the eyepiece rotation is off axis. So frequently it'll just not work if you rotate the wrong direction.
Alright, so we got finals here. We got Edward versus Jamal. Jamal's been doing the rush, while Edward has been using a bit more finesse.
Yeah, plus
this is a good way to describe
Edward's
it.
speed and his knowledge of setups. I think Edward's got the advantage over here. Jamal, I mean, it's been a long tournament. Let's see if Jamal he's fought out of winners finals. Out of losers bracket. Make it here.
Alright, so Edward going for the perfect clear start, doesn't get it, so he just goes for the T-spin. Jamal stacking for Tetrises.
Yeah, so yeah, another very powerful feature of that perfect clear start that Edward tried to do is that even if you mess it, you're still golden for a whole bunch of different setups depending on what you want.
Edward just destroyed that J piece because he didn't like it. Now he's got a GTR building.
Yeah, Jamal just going so slowly. He needs to speed up if he needs to want to keep up with Edward. Edward was like almost twice the amount of pieces on board.
Yeah, Edward's just moving too fast for Jamal. He's got a. This will be pretty killer here. 6 chain.
Yeah, Jamal's pretty high on the board. He's going to need to counter
plus the Tetris swap combo.
And not enough on Jamal's side to be able to absorb that damage.
Alright, so Edward doing another T-spin opener. Jamal stacking for Tetrises. Got a lot of eyepieces there.
Yeah.
Ooh, misdrop. Fortunately, he had that second eyepiece on the ready, so it wasn't too detrimental, but he lost his back-to-back.
Yeah. Waiting for that swap combo, getting that Tetris. Edward's side of the field not as effective, so Jamal stops Edward's, I'm guessing it would have been another GTR start. Okay, we're trying to get
so Jamal's still just trying to do the single and double combos. And Edward trying to build a chain.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 3-chain for Jamal. It's gonna be a swap combo if he plays his cards right. Here we go.
Nice.
Going fast.
Edward's still got the down stack.
Pushing up that swap combo as high as he can. Doesn't do much damage to Edward though. Edward able to counter that fairly effectively. Edward trying to lag Jamal with those garbage Buyo. Every second Jamal isn't able to play, Edward just keeps going that much faster. Smart use of that garbage to extend this chain on Edward's side. Jamal just continuously getting rock rained at the moment.
Yeah, the singles aren't cutting it for him.
Here's a Tetris. Jamal finally able to parry Edward's assaults a little bit.
So Jamal's got a good down stack here. His Tetris board's looking pretty good.
His weak though, it's almost completely
yeah. Once that margin time kicks in, his Tetris side isn't going to be able to carry him.
Here's a
4-chain.
This is going to kill Jamal's unable to carry.
He had a 2-chain.
Yeah,
he doesn't have. Nope.
Not quite. Jamal trying to hang on. Edward not having any of that. So here we got some stall tactics going on. What's Jamal going to do? Edward's got a little bit of misdrop with that piece, but you know Jamal needs to push on the gas a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm moving a lot more faster in Tetris than I've ever seen him go.
So Jamal's 13th row on the 4th column got filled up by garbage Puyo, so he's not able to rotate over the top, and eventually just tapped out.
Yeah, he definitely wanted it, just wasn't going to happen.
Alright, Edward going for the long GTR again.
Edward thinking about building some improvised submarine setup just to make that chain work.
Yeah, long GTR with the submarine tail.
So, Jamal finally with an effective harassment going on, or Jamal with an effective harassment on Edward's side. That chain does not continue.
GTR again is the, if you look at Edward's Puyo side, the shape of the yellow and purples at the bottom.
Yeah, the bottom left over there.
That one's long GTR. If you don't need the first column's Puyos for it, but
yeah, there's no yellow on Edward's side. Dig down stuff the chain here.
So, Edward didn't have the yellow on top to trigger the GTR, but he still was able to dig. And that thoroughly just fills Jamal's field with garbage.
Right. I mean, so that harass that Jamal did keep Edward from building the tilt chain, which lets him survive a little longer. For how much longer?
Edward with the 2 chain, allowing him to get a swap combo.
Jamal down teching much smarter all of a sudden. He is definitely surviving. Edward building a little bit messy, trying to get that T-spin double.
The 3 chain from Edward was again just coats Jamal evermore in garbage. So
yeah,
another 3 chain.
Yeah, Jamal just playing completely from behind here.
He cleared that out though, so if he can dig down in his Tetris field and get a more comfortable position, he'll still be back to surviving. But that spike from Edward was too much.
So is grand finals 2 sets or just 1? I'm not sure.
Best of 3. So it's gonna be 2 sets.
Okay. So we'll see if Jamal is able to do some reflection, think about what he can do to survive Edward's onslaught of speed.
Alright, so Edward's doing DT cannon again and Jamal's building Tetrises.
Yeah, not quite the correct pieces to build the whole DT cannon, but it's still good enough for a double-double. And if you're not aware, in Tetris, if you build T-spin setup, it's roughly equivalent to what you would have sent using normal Tetrises, twice the height. So the T-spin double clears 2 lines, roughly sends a full Tetris. A T-spin triple clears 3 lines, it'll send 6 lines of garbage. So it's very, very powerful.
That was a 3 chain from Jamal?
Yeah.
Nice.
Edward is in real trouble. He managed to get the swap up just in time.
Yeah, Edward's got a really high purple trigger that's by itself, so he's gonna have to build up to that on his Puyo side to be able to use his chain.
Yeah, he might also just be able to wait for Jamal to send some kind of chain, because Jamal so far only sends like 2 or 3 chains. It might just be enough to let Jamal do the work for him.
Well, there you got his trigger.
This is going to be a big chain. You see, we got the star Puyo over here. Jamal trying to bleed some of it off on the Puyo board. Oh, he's dying. not enough.
Very decisive victory for
on a
Edward.
rampage in this grand finals here at Super FamiCon.
Activating Tetris mode.
So Tetris start again. Edward is building.
I believe Edward's trying to build another.
He's just trying to stack. He gave up on his DT cannon.
Yeah.
So Jamal's Tetris has given him advantage.
Up on Edward's side. It looks really easily fixable. So there's another Tetris.
He's got a
waiting.
nice open well now.
Yeah.
Vital scan.
Then
Edward
ETR.
That's the jankiest GTR I've ever seen in my life.
Nutrition.
The ETR.
Something
Your
like that.
turnaround.
Yeah.
Gonna do a power 2.
Sure.
Vitals mode change.
Clean out some garbage.
Receive. Severe damage. Damage received.
So that was a good spike, but Jamal's got clean garbage, so
Yeah.
he should be able to bring this back.
Jamal taking full advantage of that infinite offset.
Vital scan.
Send the parry Edward potential garbage line and mess up some
Digging down instead of setting up for
Vital
Yeah.
scan.
a Tetris.
Yeah, I mean Jamal at that point really needed to counter with the big damage that Edward's about to send over here. So Edward with an actual GTR setup right now.
Vital scan.
He's got the GTR, but his tail doesn't work anymore because that garbage was in the way. So he's just setting it off now for
Playing
chain.
out 4-chain.
Vital scan.
Jamal here not conserving his eyepiece over here.
Severe damage.
Instead just doing all these single line clears. It's really slow
Engaged.
I knew I'd win.
and covers up necessary pieces to
He had a
counter
nice
big
well.
damage.
If he had just kept stacking and gotten 2 eyepieces, the double Tetris would have been well worth it.
Yeah, you gotta be a lot smarter,
Vital scan.
especially with an aggressive opponent like Edward.
Edward with a nice long GTR setup here.
Jamal
Vital scan.
decided against the power chain. Finally sends a 2-chain.
Vital scan.
Nice attempt, but Edward's build, yep, here it comes, 4-chain.
Mode change.
Not quite the full
But-
chain, but still really effective.
Oh,
Look
that
at
garbage,
garbage
though.
RNG though. I
That
don't know
was
why I always
completely
feel
in
the need to
Jamal's
compliment players whenever they get good garbage RNG. It's not like they actually did anything to deserve it, you know?
It's Tetris, like, that's part of the game. Good job. Nice RNG. You did
Yeah.
well, Jamal.
It's all skill, clearly.
All skill.
Vital scan. Vital scan.
So
Jamal
another
playing-
single clear from Jamal. With garbage to, annoy Edward at least.
Yeah,
Vital scan.
delaying his inevitable
2-chain.
demise.
We're in margin time, I think. So it keeps annoying, that pestilence is actually helping him out.
Nutrition.
Because
Yeah.
Close call.
it's not going to work for him.
Let's see if Jamal can actually take a round
Scan.
this grand finals.
Vital scan.
Teaspoon single from Edward.
Damage received.
Really messy field from Jamal. Needs to
Yeah,
focus
Edward's
more on trying
keeping
to
up the
fix
pressure
his
pretty well.
jaggedness. Oh, bad misdrop. That's going to be a critical error.
Nutrition. Severe damage. Crisis averted.
Alright, so Edward's got a 2-chain set up.
You like
Yeah, so Edward's safe
He wanted
now.
more, but garbage kept impeding his ability. And there it is. Finally fixed it.
Yeah, big change from Edward here. And Jamal just isn't able to. He has no ability to build 6-chain, so
Severe
that's
damage.
lights out for Jamal.
Recharge mode engaged.
Alright, so is that...
That's
that's
it.
best of 3. There it is. That is tournament. Edward is the winner. Oh, good games, guys.
Your winner of Tetris Puyo at Super FamiCon is Edward.